I've been involved with hospice for about 5 years. Originally, I was in family practice. I'd been in practice for about 30 years, and I had the opportunity to join hospice. I was a little bit naive about what that involved. I kind of thought it was just end-of-life care for people. Interestingly, my mother became a hospice patient a little bit before I was fully involved with the hospice program here. And I was therefore both a caregiver dealing with my mother's illness as well as a provider of care. And I began to appreciate the wide variety of things that hospice provided. Specifically, I really began to appreciate what the aides did. People came to where she was living at the time and provided her with care that was compassionate and comprehensive, very loving, very supportive, and protected me from a lot of the difficult, close issues that I was beginning to face.
Hi, I'm Paige Wilson. I'm a state registered nurse's aide with Heritage Hospice. My role is personal care with patients in the Boyle County area. I love my job with Heritage Hospice. This is my second family. I've been there for 7 years now, and I love each and every one of them. Everyone takes great pride and great care with our patients. Our last visit is to be as good as our first visit was, and I feel like that all of our visits are like that. I think that this is a much needed organization for our communities. A lot of families do not know anything about hospice, do not know what we do, and when we do come into the homes, sometimes it's late, and they're like, well, I wish we had known what you all did, what you could do, because we would have had you in here before things had got too late into the health with that patient.
So what type of illnesses are you seeing with our patients? What type of diagnosis?
Mostly it's COPD. Those are probably the most patients that I see. There's a lot of cardiac illness that goes along with that. We see cancer patients, obviously, Alzheimer's. We serve a very diverse group of people. It's not just cancer. I know a lot of people seem to think that it is, but the COPD patients are my main patients. Every day here at hospice is different. It's very hard to make a schedule and stick to it because there's always changes, there's always things that come up, and we're quick to act on it, but it is hard to maintain a same schedule every week. Sometimes I can come into the office first and make phone calls. Sometimes we go straight to the home. If there's a need at 8:30 when we start and night shift goes off, we're there. And we don't always end at 5. I mean, there's been plenty of nights where I'm still at the homes until 7, 8 o'clock. And that's fine, because that's what we do.
I began to realize how important both the aide care and social services, the counselors, everybody who was involved, how important their care was to me as well as to my mother.
We are very tight-knit, and I know people kind of throw the word family around, but it is, and when we take on these patients and their families, they join us. And so it's not just a nurse and a doctor seeing these patients, every week. There's so many facets of the team that are so important, and we utilize everybody, which is really neat because everybody's excited. Everybody puts, they invest in these patients, and it's neat, and they're good at what they do, and we work really well together. And
we had never been acquainted with the hospice people. We had heard about them and all, brushing elbows with them. You find it seems like they're the sweetest people on earth. It's hard to believe sometimes that there is some people that still come out and love you.
But what they don't realize is it's so much more than just the dying process. We're celebrating. We celebrate birthdays, we celebrate life, just how far they've come and the families that they've raised, and that's happy. I mean, there's so much laughter and joy that comes with this, and it's all in preparation for something that's ultimately sad, but knowing that the family is prepared and letting the patient know that the family is going to be okay. I mean, it's happy, it's good. It's good, it's special, it really is.
If you or somebody in your family is dealing with what may be a life-limiting illness and you're struggling with issues of what therapies are available, what help can you get, having difficulty with making decisions about care, goals of care, things like that, we can provide support in lots of different ways. You don't have to be referred by your physician. You can actually just call us yourself. So if you are struggling with issues like that, give us a call.
I thank the Lord every day for how good He's been to us, and especially for sending the hospice to us that can help us. Every one of them has been so nice, and we appreciate them so much.